Alright YouTube, I figure it's time for an intro video. I got something to replace the Mazda. Well, to take place of the Mazda. Nothing will ever truly replace the Mazda, but this is a good start. So I picked this little gem up for just over a centennial. In case you don't understand, that's $1,000. And it's a 2004 Honda Element, all-wheel drive. As you can see, it is orange. It ain't the prettiest, but it has clean history on it. You can see it's kind of beat up, but for what I want to use it for, I don't care. It's the same reason I had the Mazda. I was upset that it got ruined, but you know, it's a bit dirty. I picked it up actually about a month ago. Everything I haven't really done anything to it because I've been waiting on the government. I did title and everything. It took almost 2 weeks to get the title in, even though it was clean title. We went and did it in person, still had to wait. Once I got the title, I could get insurance, so I could get my license plate on order. And now I'm waiting on my license plate. This is week 2, waiting for a license plate, because they don't just give them out now. Can't just go to somewhere and get a license plate. So let's do a quick look around what I got. So when I picked it up, starter was gone. I couldn't even bump it to make it start. So we got decent tires. The control arm bushings were gone, so it has 2 new control arms, 1 new ball joint. Back tires are fair. All the brakes are decent. See, good tires. And put my roof racks from the Mazda up there, and they fit quite well. But I'm going to see how well that works because dirty sunroof. So we'll see how that works. But let's give you a tour. The interior is about as exciting as the exterior. I'm gonna see about getting some seats from pull apart. But it's got suicide doors. It's got a ton of room. Yeah, this thing, it needs seats. These are just funky. That one's coming apart. If I don't at least get seat covers, I want to get some CRV seats or something to put in here where it's a little more classed up. Did not come with those seats. Those are already a pull-apart special. They need to be cleaned more, but they're a hell of a lot better than they were. They fold flat into a bed. Both of these fold flat, so you have a full-size bed in here, if you wish. Those also fold flat and up against the sides, so you have room for a 4x8 sheet of plywood or sheetrock, which is what the previous owner used it for. Let's go dashboard. You can see there's not much going on here. One complaint I already have, and I don't even drive the thing, it has one plug-in right there, all the way over there. So I'm driving, I have to reach all the way over to use my Bluetooth or plug my phone in or whatever. No cup holders. They're down here on the floor, like way down on the floor. They're not even good cup holders either. No rubber thingies. It's just a plastic hole with like little tabby things that they barely hold an aerosol can. I throw a can in there or a you know, a large Mountain Dew from, you know, McDonald's or something like that. Not McDonald's. Large Baja Blast from Taco Bell will not stay upright in there if I get aggressive with any turns or the wonderful bumps around here. So there's that. Visibility is phenomenal, especially for a big person. I get in here and there's a ton of room. Now as you see, that seat is set for my 6'4" stature all the way back, and there's still a ton of leg room. Like I can sit back here. It's stadium seating, so you get the extra headroom up there. I'm comfortable back there with that seat all the way back, and that's saying something. Let's go to the back. The back's pretty cool. So it's got a lift gate. Just a regular old lift gate, and it works. Oh, speaking of, some of y'all might get this reference. If you get the reference, comment down below. But it's got a half and half. So it's got a regular tailgate, and it's got a lift gate. So it's kind of cool. So if you want to haul, like say if I needed to haul a lawnmower, I could throw it back here, have it hang out, not worry about it running away, and it would ventilate. Or if I want to just, you know, go hang out, go fishing somewhere, I can drop the tailgate, have me a seat, and this thing doesn't even squat that much. Got power back here, some little cubby holes. There's cubby under here, but there's also a tire. But which I need to look into that tire and make sure it's still good. It's got air in it, but I imagine it's the original. And if it's the original, it is very far out of date. Something else I need to fix still is this little union right here for the washer fluid is broke off. So when you hit the spray, it just runs out the back instead of coming out the washer. Not a big deal, but it's on the list. Another thing it needs is a motor mount. It's not awful, but it does rattle when you're sitting. But it's not a big deal. So let me give you a full walk around. Actually, I got a story to tell about the keys. So from what I understand, the dude bought it from a UNO student. It was her first car. He bought it. He was the second. I'm the third owner. And she lost the keys numerous times and had to get rekeyed multiple times. Well, there's literally a set of like 5 different keys for this thing. So here's 4 of them. This is the one that actually runs it. I got 2 for, let's see, passenger side door. That one is for the hatch. That one is for the driver's side door. This is the ignition. I got this off of Fleabay and was able to program it. So now it has locks. See? So I got keyless entry now, which is nice. I need to get a spare made of this for sure. And I need to see about a locksmith because I bought a 2 set of these. Only one would program, the other one won't do it. So that's interesting. But yeah, so this is the new Element. I call it the Elemental. I'm gonna get me a cool plate for the front because it's still sporting the original dealer plate. Polish headlights up. I wouldn't mind. I've seen the ones with the bull bar on the front. I think they look pretty awesome. I want spotlights down there for the fog lights. It will be due for tires soon. Like, I mean, they're not horrible. I mean, they got pretty good bit of life on them, tread-wise. Age-wise, on the other hand, they are 2016s. We're in the year 2023 now. So, year-wise, I mean, tread-wise, they still, decent. Age-wise, they're not really good. I know eventually it's going to need CV axles because the boots are all torn, but that is not a pressing matter. Would not mind trying to get some of this dealt with as well. At least cleaned up. They had an orange one at the junkyard I was going to steal the door off of, but somebody got to it before I did, unfortunately. But that's the nice thing about having an older vehicle. You can go to the junkyard and get parts. Another thing I plan on doing, all this gray cladding that looks kind of funky. Gonna do what I can to either heat treat it, make it black again, or rhino line it. So, there's that. But that's it. I want to try and clean some of this up. This is literally under the paint. It ate that away. So, see if I can put something over that. But overall, not bad. I do want a trailer hitch for it as well. It is rated to tow, so why not? Or it can tow my trailer. If I want to, tow 4-wheeler, if I want to bring a bunch of kayaks, because I can haul 2 on it. But what if one of my buddies wants to go and I need to haul 3 or 4? Then I would have to break out my truck. So, but that's the Element. As soon as I get a plate, I can start driving it. It's already insured and registered. Just don't have a plate yet. And then here's something pretty interesting. How the heck did that happen? The lens fell off the light. But, what are we coming up on? 18-year-old car, 17-year-old car? So, not surprising. I do need to give it a good bath, especially up there. That's just sad. But one thing at a time. Let me get. But not horrible. Good used car for $1,000, and it cost me maybe a half hour of time to get it running. So, comment, rate, subscribe. Have an awesome day.